y'all, and welcome back to Planners and Wine. My name is Myra.
And I am Meg. Welcome back, guys.
Yay, welcome back to another week. And I was gonna say happy June, but we were here for the 1st of June. But
We have been here.
welcome back to the
Yes.
break from the break. So super excited to be chatting with y'all.
Yes, we're so happy to be back. And obviously, before we get started, I have to wish a very special happy birthday to Myra. As y'all are hearing this, we recorded this the day before Myra's birthday, but as y'all are hearing this, is this after Myra's birthday. So make sure y'all wish her a happy belated birthday. Myra, what are you doing for your birthday?
Um, Honestly, nothing on the actual
Hmm.
day. I do have to get Ashton over to a dentist appointment. We may go out for dinner, but
Yeah.
nothing major. But yeah, we're just preparing for the trip after that. That's going to be kind of the
Yes.
birthday thing. So
Hmm.
excited for that. But we just chilling and making content and doing mom life stuff on the actual
Love
day.
it.
So
I
yeah.
love that for you. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Well,
Yeah.
make sure you get in some self-care, have some time for yourself, and just do all the things that make you happy on your birthday. That is my favorite thing about birthdays. It's just like a total and complete like me day. And I just try to
Mhm.
fill my day with literally whatever I want to do. That could be sleeping in bed all day, or it could be out and about and shopping or online shopping, whatever. Just, whatever's gonna make you happy.
I
Make sure
did
you
do
do
some
that.
shopping yesterday,
There we go.
which I
I
am
love
really
it.
excited for.
Mhm.
I'm
What did
excited
you
for the
get? Like
stuff I got.
clothes or items?
A little bit of everything.
Okay.
I went back to Bath and Body Works because why not? So I got some stuff
Period.
from there. More
Mhm.
wallflowers is what they call it. I did get
Mhm.
this like Harry Potter bag. Do I have it? I don't know if I can. I just needed something for when we go on the trip. It's
Mhm.
really cute. Really cute and
Oh, that is
adorable.
so cute. I love
So cute.
it.
And this has this on the back. I thought that was cute.
That's
But
adorable. Love
I
it.
got some shirts, which I feel personally victimized by. I got this from Box Lunch. If y'all have that near y'all, definitely check it out. They have a
Mhm.
whole wall full of Harry Potter stuff.
Love
Nothing
it.
Slytherin. Not one item.
Wait, do they have like Hufflepuff and Gryffindor and Ravenclaw stuff? Maybe the Slytherin stuff was sold out.
No,
It's a
they
lot of
must have put
y'all.
it in the
It's a lot.
basement, like when they locked the rest of us in
That is
the
what you would think.
basement.
That is what a Slytherin would think. Like, y'all must be getting attacked. There's no other explanation.
Clearly, because how do you have all this other stuff and nothing?
Mm.
Nothing. I had to end up getting
Did,
a shirt with, like, Malfoy and, like,
yeah.
the rest of the kids on it, but
Do they have like an online? Like, are they online? Could you purchase online possibly?
yeah, but, I wanted to use it for the trip, so I don't have
Mm.
time to order online, but they do
Gotcha.
have a ton of stuff online too, but I was
Gotcha.
very, very sad.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not cool. That's not okay.
It's not.
That's not okay.
No.
Mm-mm.
Then y'all need to
Mm-mm.
take the rest of the house
Unacceptable.
and stuff and just make it be generic Hogwarts stuff, 'cause
Y'all,
we can't
it's the
leave
way
out
I
a
swear
whole
the Slytherin
house.
stuff was sold out. I swear it was, and now Myra is mad at the world because there are other Slytherins. Cannot
I
make this
don't
up. Cannot make this
understand.
up.
I
Oh
don't
my
understand.
gosh. I can't deal with you. So we went
Yeah.
shopping too for our trip. Because y'all, I just have recently realized literally all the shirts that I own are black or gray.
Yeah.
Literally. So I was like, I need to get some color in my wardrobe. So that was my goal. And trust, it absolutely killed me not to buy anything that was black or gray because those are just my go-tos. But yeah, I had to get some color, especially for the summertime. You know what I'm saying? Put a little color in your wardrobe. So that is what I'm doing right now. But
I think I just
I do
naturally
love shopping.
gravitate towards the neutrals though.
Same. Hmm.
Yeah. But I
I
feel
do
you. I
too.
definitely have to step outside and do
Hmm.
some kind of color.
Same. And it's like, I don't know why my wardrobe has gotten like this when like whenever I get my nails done or do my nails, I usually do my nails in some type of fun color or something. But I do remember like a long time ago, probably at least 10 years ago, if not more, when I first started painting my nails black, it was very controversial in my family. They were like,
Why?
are you turning into a goth? Like, why are your nails?" But it was just so weird to them for some
Oh,
reason.
yeah.
You know, it was
Yeah.
so weird to them. And I'm like,
Yeah.
y'all, it's black. Like, it's not that deep. It is, but I definitely remember a lot of conversations about that. And black is still my go-to favorite nail color, but I've been changing it up there. So I'm definitely trying to change up my wardrobe, at least for the summer. In the fall, I will be back to black,
Mhm.
period. All black
Period.
everything. It's fine.
Yeah,
But
the
yeah.
blacks and the neutrals, they just look
Hmm.
good.
They just
So
look so
universal
good.
too.
I know, exactly, exactly. But yeah, I'm excited for you. I know you're gonna have a fantastic birthday. I'm glad you've already had a fantastic week. And you got your gifts from us, our friend group, way before your birthday. Was not expecting you to get stuff so quickly, but better before than after, I guess. So you've been able to already enjoy your gifts, which is amazing.
I have. Yeah, and I really appreciate it. It was on brand. I was in here playing with I still have some of the slimes, like, on the desk.
Yes. Oh,
So,
it's so
yeah,
pretty. So
it's so
pretty.
pretty. It's a
Mhm.
lot too. I haven't bought from this brand before, but, the
Mhm.
people that I usually buy from, they gotta step their pussy up because this is so much better.
Wait, that's stepped their
I
pussy up?
Well, because it's like I basically have 2 now, the way it's all set up. And it's so the quality is so much better than the people that I used to buy from, but,
I'm in tears.
this
How
might be
old are
my
you
new
about to be on your birthday?
how old am I? Hold on. 32.
32,
Like,
Myra,
after
is in
30,
rare
who
form.
cares?
You about to really cut up. You've been cutting up all into your 30s. It's getting worse. I love this for you. I love this fucking era of Myra plans it.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
it's giving.
30s era is just like is the
It's
epic
so
era.
freeing. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
truly.
It's just
Hmm.
yeah. Yeah.
I love it. Absolutely love it. But yeah, guys, also, this episode is in honor of our 3-year pod anniversary, aka happy birthday to Planners and Wine. We started the podcast, or the first
Yes.
episode came out on June 9th, 2020. And here we are in 2023, still rocking. And it has just been, it's been so great. So, Myra, like, how are you feeling about 3 years of doing Planners and Wine?
Uh, it doesn't really feel real, honestly. It feels like we just started the other day. We were talking before we started recording that I went back and listened to some older episodes, and you mentioned Mason being 2. Almost
Oh
cried.
my god. I'm about to cry. No. My baby. My
Like,
baby.
they're, like, legit in a whole new era of life and going into,
Yes.
kindergarten now, and
Mhm.
it's just it's gone by so fast, it's been so fun. I'm so grateful that the community has embraced us and really, like, showed
Mhm.
a lot of support to us, and I feel like not to, like, be cocky or anything, but, like, Planners and Wine, like, just as an entity is what the community was looking for
Mhm.
and needed, and
Mhm.
I'm honored to be a part of the journey and being able to, you know, give this community the content that, that breath of fresh air that they were looking for that was real and raw and,
Mhm.
you know, what the community needed.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I think that Planners and Wine not only came right on time for our community, but I think for us as well. I feel like we both
Mhm.
were kind of looking for a way to like really get our voices there out there and like really set ourselves apart. And it's like Planners and Wine has been able to do that for us in just so many different ways. And I'm so happy that it has also done that for other, particularly BIPOC people in this community who felt like, their voices weren't heard, their voices were ignored, their voices were just kind of in the background and not in the forefront of what was happening in this community. And I feel like, it's really kind of been able to help us and other BIPOC people in this community, or just really anybody who's different in this community, kind of just really get ourselves out there. I love that we have been able to share our platform with so many amazing people
Mhm.
inside of this community, and it has just really, really, really been just such a blessing in my life, and I just feel so lucky to be able to do this. Never thought we would be able to do this, but You never know what you're capable of, and so you just put yourself out there and just try. So I love this for us.
Yeah,
I love
I
it.
do too. I'm just thinking it
Mhm.
back by like our first episode. This was pre-planner getting to, but to
Mhm.
be like, we were looking at the numbers and it was like, oh, 70. Okay. 100,
Mhm.
like 2, like it
Mhm.
just kept freaking going up. But
Mhm.
we're like, oh,
I
we just thought
did.
like maybe 10 planner friends will listen to it. And it just
Right.
really resonated with a lot of people. We got a ton of good feedback and you know, kept it pushing. A lot of
Yep.
friendships built because of the show.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
The best part.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the best part, but yeah, it's been
Mhm.
really, really dope. An amazing Patreon community. Love them
Mhm.
down. Um, I
Yeah.
it's wild. I can't wait to
It's
see what we do
wild.
next. Yeah,
I know, seriously. And I feel like this is kind of like, I guess some lessons that I've taken from doing this is like, you don't have to wait until you're at a particular point to be able to pivot and do something different and put yourself out there. Like, cause I'm thinking like neither one of us were like big in the planner community or super well known or anything like that, but we both just had a lot of great relationships with a lot of great people who supported us. And from day one, resharing the podcast, listen to the podcast, telling people about that podcast. And I feel like that was just so essential to us and our
yeah,
growth and for us to be able to get our message out there. And that's, I feel like, obviously, no matter what, you always have to just be mindful of how you treat people and the relationships that you foster, and knowing that relationships are really important, especially for growth. And it's like we were fostering those relationships before we ever even thought about having a podcast. And so then when the
for
podcast
sure.
came, those, like I said, those relationships were just so essential to our growth and continue to be essential to our journey. Every time we go to a planner conference or go wild, we're meeting more people, we're talking to more people, we're connecting with more people. And you know, our messages resonated with more people, and it's just helping continue to grow the podcast. And I think that's just the amazing, like the support has absolutely just been so crazy. So crazy.
Yes, yeah. And, forever grateful for the support.
Hmm.
And the hate listens. Shout out to y'all. Y'all still rocking with us 3 years later.
Really? Ooh. How sad. How sad for you. Um like
I
imagine
mean, it's
listening to
great for
somebody that you
us.
don't like for a long time. Like I could get one or two streams, but if you're listening weekly, then you're a fan and we're happy to have you. So that's
Absolutely.
funny.
Absolutely.
Wow. But
They have
yeah,
been quiet though. That's the good
yes.
part.
That's a good. You know what? I
Yeah.
think they have been quiet. Obviously, something that we have talked about is our evolution and our growth as well. And I feel like we don't give any energy to that anymore. And we
Mhm.
used to. We used to give energy to
Yeah.
that type of stuff, you
Speaking of
know. And
pivoting.
yes, yes. And it's like when you give it energy, then you give it life and it doesn't stop. It just continues. And I feel like in the past, like really year or so, we have just given it zero energy. And so as far as we're concerned, it stops. I don't seek out any type of hateful things, and it doesn't just fall into our laps really either. So we're focused on people who love us and support us rather than people who don't. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, if
Yeah.
you've been listening all this time and you don't like us, I mean, there must be something about the show that's resonating with you, and I hope
Mhm.
that's the case. But you know, we just don't pay attention to that anymore or really care about it. We know who we're doing this for. We're doing it for ourselves and the people who support us, and that's it. So,
Yeah. That's the tweet.
period.
That's it.
Period. Yep. Do you have any favorite moments from the show, or just not even just from the show in particular? Because literally after we record, we forget everything that we said. Any favorite moments from just our journey over the past 3 years?
Oh, any favorite moments? I enjoy connecting with people in person, at the
Hmm.
conferences that we've been at. Um,
Yes.
I think that a lot of conversations that comes out of that, and it just kind of reminds, I guess for me, like just to keep going because it's resonating with other people and you know,
Yes.
I mean just being a person of color within this community, a
Mhm.
smaller quote unquote creator within this community to have
Mhm.
such a platform and connect with different people. It's easy to forget when we come here every week in our own homes and our offices or whatever that a
True.
lot of people are connecting and liking the show. So I do enjoy like even as an introvert connecting with
Mhm.
people and seeing from their perspective and yeah. So those
100%.
are some of my favorite parts, yeah.
I think that would definitely be some of my favorite parts as well, and I think it's so something that's always so funny to me is how maybe if we'll be somewhere, like, it'll go out or something, when we're not together, a lot of people who don't know us don't even recognize us, but then, like, the second we're together, people immediately know who we are. I love that, and it's always so hilarious to
Mhm.
me.
It's
I
high
just think
key a
that is just
plus
the funniest thing.
'cause
Yes.
yeah, yeah,
'Cause we're
high
a
key a
duo,
plus.
we're a team. Yes, and, if we ever wanna kinda be out here and just kinda be, like, incognito, it's easy to do that, we just can't be together to do that,
Yeah,
so it's like, I don't
gotta go
know,
downstairs and get the DoorDash. One person could just
truly.
go and just be a whole regular degular person out here, you
I
know?
think that's so cool because I feel like we get to kind of enjoy like the best of both worlds. Like when we go to a go out or something and we're together, like we just get all this like amazing like love and energy and talking to so many people who love the show and
Mhm.
recognize us and stuff. But then it's like we still get like the privacy of our personal lives. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
we're not
yeah,
really like under like a real like microscope or anything like that. So, you know, we like to call it planner famous, just the planner people that people know and recognize but not really famous. I like it. I think it's just kind of like the best of both worlds. Like you said, even though I'm an introvert, I do really enjoy talking to people who love the show and just seeing all the amazing things that they have to say about the show. It's just it's so nice. It's just always so nice. We appreciate it so
yeah,
much.
yeah,
Yeah,
for sure, for sure. What about you?
I love it. Let me see. Any other favorite moments that I love for the show? Obviously, everything that we have been able to do with our Patreon community has just been so fun all the time. Like whether it's our meetups or Facebook lives, live episodes, like everything that we do with the Patreon community is just always so fun. And those are kind of like our regular day reminders of like the impact that the podcast has. Cause like you said, it's super easy to kind of forget when it's just us and we're here and we're recording. But like
Mhm.
interacting with the Patreon peeps, talking to the Patreon peeps, just knowing their support and how it's absolutely has just kept us going when we literally didn't have anything else except for the Patreon. I mean, there's just no bigger motivator in the world for just really doing something and just being able to see your impact in like real time like that and knowing the difference that you make to people, knowing that you make people happy and lucky to be in this community. It just feels amazing. Absolutely amazing. Shout out to the Patreon
Yeah,
peeps.
seriously, because it's like I think one time, like, we did, like, a different time slot for one of our lives, and we're like, "Oh, we probably not gonna get as many people," and
Hmm.
everybody pulled up.
Yep. Pulled
Everybody
up.
still pulled up.
Hmm.
So
Yep.
it's just a reminder, like, I think for them, um, they truly enjoy the show, and they know that we're going to continue to show up for them, so they
Hmm.
reciprocate that for us, and,
Yes.
it's so dope, and again, like, super appreciative of that because it's like I don't know, they definitely keep us pushing too. We always wanna do,
Hmm.
like, exclusives for them, like, we
Hmm.
always wanna make sure that we are, like I can't s everybody on the Patreon community will be, like, complete worth it, bang for your buck, and that's
Hmm.
how we want it to always be.
Hmm. 100%.
So,
Yep.
yeah. Love them.
Absolutely. I do. Love them down. I just love them down. What are some of your hopes for the future of Planners and Wine? What does the future of Planners and Wine look like to you?
Why didn't I get these questions ahead of time so I could think of
They are on the show notes.
They
Okay.
are?
Yes, they absolutely are right there.
Oh
We're gonna let you
my god.
slide. It's your birthday week. We're gonna let you slide.
Okay, hopes for the podcast. I do I mean, overall, I right now I'm in my like growth era. So I do
Mhm.
want to see like this our socials grow. I would love to
Yes.
have somebody on the team that just strictly does like socials for
Mhm.
us. Because I think that's the next evolution for us is to kind of go beyond our tight knit community within this planner community and have people outside
Elevate.
who,
Yep.
may just be interested, not like really diehard planner people, but
Yeah.
enjoy pop culture and enjoy like
Mhm.
you know, just what we have to offer here.
Right.
And I think having that evolution of social media is going to take us to the next step. So that's
Mhm.
overall what I hope we can do within the next year or
Yeah.
so.
Agreed, agreed. That would absolutely be amazing, and it would really help our growth for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think for me, I would definitely love more opportunities to do like live speaking, live podcasts, any opportunity that we have to connect with people in real life. It's just such a joy and so much fun. I absolutely love what we did this year at Go Out, where we were, going live, talking to people before the event, getting their feelings, asking them what they were excited about, like things like that. Any opportunity that we have to interact with people are just my absolute favorites. And I'm literally determined not to lose my voice next year. Go out. I'm probably just not going to talk for the whole week leading up. Myra has zero faith. I'm gonna prove you wrong, Myra. I'm going to prove you wrong.
Unless they move karaoke night to another
I'm not
night,
doing
I
anything karaoke. I'm not messing with karaoke in any form or fashion. I'm not. Okay.
ha- this is what planners and wine do. J Bay
I know
included.
I can't. I
But
can't do it anymore.
what about
Go
carpool
ahead, JB.
karaoke?
Nope, I can't do none of it. Y'all not gonna hear me singing. I'm so sorry to take this from y'all, but y'all are going to miss my
Maybe it has
singing
to
next
be
year.
changed to lip sync like
Yeah,
that show.
Meg's lip sync.
Oh, that might work. I don't know if I can do it though. Yeah, it's like when I catch the beat and the feeling, the mood, the spirit just moves me to sing, y'all. I was truly meant to be a singer. Okay, I just cannot sing.
Oh my
Oh, but
god.
yeah,
Yeah, but
anything
we'll
that we can
see.
do
Yeah.
live with people is just absolutely so fun, and that's why I just look so forward to any planner conferences and stuff that we can go to because it's just so fun to be around like people who just get you and just get it, especially people who just get the podcast. That's just the best. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely do more conferences. I think and
Mhm.
with all the conferences like slowly coming back too, that's more
Mhm.
opportunities for us. It'd be cool to do like a
Yes.
even just a podcast conference, like not even like
Oh my
quote unquote
god.
planner community. Like that would be really dope.
That's true. That's true. I'm sure there are just podcasts are just so prevalent now. There has to be some type of
Hmm.
podcast con or something like that. We should absolutely look into that and see about going one year because that would be freaking amazing. Like, what if we get to see, like Kid Fury and Crystal, our literal idols? That would be so good.
Yeah. They probably wouldn't go to that, but
No, they're not.
yeah. We gonna have to meet them at they shit or
I know.
something.
Maybe we can go to a live show together.
Yeah, that will be dope.
That would
I
be really
definitely
dope.
would love doing that. But yeah, we
Yes.
should definitely look into the see what else is out there. I'm sure there is. There has to be.
It has to
Um,
be a
I
thing.
know
Mhm.
one of my favorite podcasts went to like RevoltCon. I don't know if they still do that. This was pre-pandemic. But I
Okay.
don't think it's just for podcasts, but they did have like a whole podcast, like panel, like several different panels
Oh,
about podcasts there.
nice,
So yeah,
nice. I think they do
yeah,
still have was it like in Miami or something like that?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
Revolt does done something in Miami every year. My brother just went to it like a year or two ago. So they're still doing it. I didn't know they had anything for
Okay.
like podcasts in particular. So yeah, we should definitely look into that. Cause that would just be amazing.
The
So amazing.
evolution still
I
still
know.
going.
I
Yeah.
know. And also, random side note, I just watched the funnest show on Peacock. I believe it's on Peacock. It's called Based on a True Story. And it's literally about this couple who discover that I'm not going to tell the person, but they discover that somebody in their life is a serial killer and they're having financial problems. So, in order to do like a get rich quick scheme, they like blackmail the serial killer into doing a podcast with them. It is the funnest show. The first season just dropped last week. Y'all have to check it out. It's so hilarious. Definitely not kid friendly at all, but it's hilarious and
And
good.
it's called Based Off a True Story?
It's called Based on the True Story. Yep.
Okay. Okay, okay.
Yep. Check it out. Oh, it's so fun. It was so
Wild.
freaking fun. I know. I
Where's
know.
the morals? Not you
Girl,
need money, so I'm a blackmail instead of, like,
instead of
turning this
turning you
person but whatever.
in. I
Whatever.
know. And anyway, they ended up going to like this like true crime podcast, like conference or whatever during it. So yeah, it's just I don't know. It was just such a fun show to watch, especially being a podcaster and being somebody who's like really into true crime. It was I binged it in one night. So highly recommend. Only 8 episodes, they're only
Yeah.
30 minutes long, super easy to watch. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I wonder if that lady that wrote that book about
Mhm.
grief for her kids and killed her husband, she probably pulled up to that true crime
That might
pod.
be the true story that it was based on. Who knows? Like what? It's some crazy people in this world.
That is
So
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 wild.
crazy.
So wild.
But yeah. Oh, yeah, podcast conference would be so fun. But yeah, guys, like doing
Yeah.
this podcast has just definitely just been so amazing to us. And we're just so grateful for everybody who's listening and anybody who has subscribed to our Patreon at any point in time, anybody who has streamed the episode, anybody who has shared our episode, left a review on Apple. We are just absolutely so thankful to y'all. And also super thankful to all the brands that we have worked with, any planner conferences that we have been invited to and been a part of. Like my
Yeah.
gratitude is just absolutely endless. So yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
I'm excited.
And
Excited to see what's to come next.
me too. Me too. And speaking of planner conferences and the gratitude and amazing things, so in our I can't even believe I'm saying this. In our Patreon Facebook Live that we had Friday night in honor of our anniversary, we had Jeanette from Team Go Wild who was in our live. She has been a patron of ours literally since day one, has been our
Literally,
absolute
yeah.
biggest fan, biggest supporter always. She was in that live and she out of nowhere gave us a go out ticket to give away to our Patreon community. So we were able to do that in our Facebook Live on Friday night. And I am still in shock. I'm just still in shock.
Have to be there. We've been telling
Well,
y'all.
we
Yeah.
have.
It was not
Yep.
planned. We did not know.
Mm-mm. No.
Imma try to grab that clip of us because it was like we won basically
You
when
know
we found
what?
out
Yes. Try to
because it
grab the
was so
clip, the
unreal.
clip
Yeah.
of us reading her chat because she just threw it in the chat like everything
Yeah.
else. And she was like, "Hey, I'm not going to participate in the giveaway, but I will give y'all a go wild ticket to give away." And we were like, "Hold up. Are you sure?"
Yeah.
It was so amazing.
Yeah, it was so unreal. It was so unreal, and, like,
Unreal.
our Patreon people was just so appreciative too, 'cause,
Mm-hmm.
it we were doing giveaways anyway, but, like, that just rose the
Yes.
stakes so much higher, and it's just I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that's the overall benefit, um, not that we just giving away go out tickets left and right, but, you know,
Mm-mm. I
there
wish.
you never know yeah. You
Yeah.
never know what's going to happen, with
Mm-hmm.
the live, so, if you've been thinking about it, come on over. We have
Come
a
on
good
over.
time. Even if it's
We
just a good
do.
time, like, all of our lives are just a freaking blast and so honored, like, overall, like, Teen Go Wild is, like really is what, like, "Oh, we can actually do something with this because they
Mm-hmm.
synced in us, and we were like, "You know what? We about to, take it far." So, very, very
Yep.
grateful for all of their support and
Seriously.
yeah,
And
speechless, basically.
generosity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just the selflessness and the generosity is just absolutely just so amazing. And like Myra said, like if you love this podcast, you will love our Patreon community.
Mhm.
Definitely check it out. We just always have such a good time, and you just never know what's gonna happen. Like the other night, I'm still shook. I'm still shook. So it was so good. It was so good.
But
But
yeah,
yeah, guys.
still super shook, and congrats to the winner all the winners that night,
Hmm.
you know, we just want to show our love and appreciation for y'all supporting us, and I'm glad y'all came out, and hopefully y'all enjoy. And
Yep.
looking forward to go out 2024 now,
I
even
mean,
more.
seriously, even
Yeah.
more. Oh my gosh. We're gonna have to have a whole episode like talking about our predictions for next year. Maybe like where we like predict the location, predict like potential speakers, like really start manifesting what we want to see. Because you just never know who's listening. We know Jeanette's listening. So I think we should. I think we should do that one day.
I'm gonna get my little request here for VJ, because I
Well,
mean, she gonna move
clearly.
the whole room.
I
She got something to
mean,
say. I think
I
she, the whole
And
stage.
does she need us to bring her water? You know what I'm saying? A towel to wipe the sweat off her brow if she needs it. Like we're here for you, BJ.
Look, we can introduce her.
You know we stand. We know. Stop! I'm about to get excited. Okay, on that note, we're gonna take a quick break. We will be right back. All right, guys. So we are back, and we definitely wanted to mention y'all still have a few more days to get 15% off your plum paper order. Use the code planners and wine 15 planners and sign wine 15 until June 18th and get 15% off your order. Make sure you use the link in our bio and let them know that planners and wine sent you. Bio show notes, y'all.
But yeah, it's in both places, so definitely check it out.
Yes, check it out. I recently got in my A5 vertical priorities on discs. Y'all, I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. It's so good. I got like a Levenger cover and some Levenger disc and put that together. Because if you're shopping on Levenger, they call their half letter slash A5 size, I believe it's called junior on their website. And it's just absolutely perfect. It's just making me so happy. So I don't know. I have some July start planners, but I'm really content with what I got right now. So who knows? I don't know what I'm doing in July, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Whew, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
a huge topic because I don't know either. I have some contenders,
Mhm.
and I'm kind of
Ooh.
content with what I'm using now, so it's like I gotta figure it out.
I
I
know
gotta figure it out.
exactly. We can talk
Yeah.
through it. We'll talk through this together, and we will get through this together. Um, Happy Planner did their back to school release a little later than usual. We kind of talked about this. Usually, we get the back to school release in like May, and we did not get it till
Mhm.
June. Which I mean, I'm fine with. I always feel like talking about back to school in like May is like ridiculous to me. Kind of in June as well. I know the
Yeah, true.
Targets of the world are already about to start that, and it's just like
Mhm.
it's just the summer. Can y'all give us some time, please? I promise these teachers and these students are not thinking about going back to school yet. They literally just got out. I don't get it. But yeah, we got the Happy
Yeah.
Planners back to school release. And Myra, what were your thoughts on this release?
I it was interesting. I really
Mm-hmm.
love the back to school collection from Happy Planner because I feel like during this time, they usually take the liberty to do something different. It's something out of the box. It's not, a
True.
remake of Homebody for the 47th time. But I
Well.
don't think we really got too much of that this release.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of feel like they did the squad goals thing, and then like 2 weeks later, the back to school. Like, honestly, that could have been together.
Yeah,
I don't know, like,
for
maybe
sure.
there were some issues, but, with having things at a
Mm-hmm.
certain time, but that could have been together, would have made it a bit better, but overall, like, I don't know. I mean, it's in a sense, it's not for me. I'm not a student and I'm not a teacher, but I
Yeah.
typically do find some cool stuff within this release, but this year just wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't given. Few
Yeah,
stickers was cute, but yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. Like they had a few really cute sticker books, some cute notebooks, but I just bought two notebooks from them like last month because
Mhm.
of the Pride collection and because of their squad collection. So wasn't really in the market for that. And y'all know how I feel about the planners, even though they're very cute. Cute
Yeah.
covers, cute discs, cute dividers, just not what I'm into right now. But yeah, overall, I definitely think that Happy Planner Back to School release was a little underwhelming, and we're just used to seeing a little bit more from them. But also, I think the frequency of these releases must have something to do with it because it's just like back to back to back. I mean, they've already announced a new Be Happy box. We don't have a lot of details on it, but they put out a teaser on it, and it seems to be like mermaid themed. And it's like, y'all just did
Mm,
the back school release last week. Y'all just did the squad release 2 weeks ago. Y'all just did the pride release 3 weeks ago. It's like every single week is something. And I kind of feel like so many of these products don't really have a chance to like shine and breathe before
yeah.
it's like on to the next thing that people need to buy, you know?
Yeah. It's fast fashion for the planner world, basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. And yeah. Which it sucks, but yeah, I'm sure it's something for somebody out there. I was just taking a peek at it right now. And I do see
Mm-hmm.
they have a lot more like a handful of like neutral teacher planners. That's one thing I've heard from fellow teachers within the community that a lot of happy planners back to school stuff is very primary colors, very, kindergarten through like third
Very
grade kind of vibe.
feminine
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, I mean, I do appreciate them, having some of that as options for teachers who just want something, kinda neutral and not
Yeah.
as bright and colorful, but, yeah, I
Yeah.
it wasn't given. The only sticker book I like because 'cause right now I'm really into those stamps. That
Mm-hmm.
stamp sticker book, I don't even know if that's what it's called,
It's like mail
but you know.
call. Mhm. I
Okay.
think it's called mail
Yeah,
call.
yeah.
Very
Which is
cute.
like, okay, yeah, cute, but I mean, it's not enough for me to go buy it, it's just cute.
Mhm. Yeah, it's like
So,
if I'm just randomly in Joann one day and I see it, then I'll pick it up. I like the cottage core floral one. I thought that was cute, but I
mhm,
already know that deep down I'm just not a floral gal. So it's like,
yeah,
like I still have one of those like mega sticker books with all the florals in them. I don't know why I'm holding on to it. I guess I'm holding out hope that one day I'm gonna use this insanely big sticker book, but I just don't know. I just don't think so. So I'm not buying no more
yeah,
florals until I use at least a page in that sticker book. So
yeah, that
yeah.
mega sticker book is cute, but, if you're
Mhm.
not, like, 4 down, it's just no reason
Mm-mm.
to buy any more
No.
from it, but yeah, I don't know, I
Mhm.
wish they woulda, took a little bit more liberty with this, release, but,
Mhm.
oh, let us know if you got something.
Agreed. Yeah, let us know if y'all got anything. Also, Happy Planner stuff is available on Amazon. I mean, it's been on Amazon for as long as I can remember, but this is the first time that I recall them having like brand new stuff on Amazon. Last time I checked, I thought they like waited at least a little while to put stuff on Amazon, so it was like more like older stuff. Now they have all the new releases. They have everything pretty much from the back to school collection, everything from the new Disney collection, their 18-month July start planners are on Amazon as well. It doesn't seem to be much of a price difference. And now you can get them with if you got Prime with free 1 or 2 day shipping, which is awesome. I wish they had more of their accessories on here, like like the individual discs and stuff that they sell. I wish some of those were on here, but it looks like just planners, notebooks, and stickers. So
Hmm,
Happy Planner is the Amazon of the planner community, and now they're literally on Amazon, and you can get your stuff quickly.
hilarious. Yeah.
I know,
Yeah, I mean, they're the same
crazy.
price, and if you have Prime, like you said, you can get it in,
Mhm.
a day or 2, so
Yeah,
it makes more sense to shop on Amazon if they're gonna put the stuff out there, like, almost immediately.
I know
'Cause I
within a
waited over
week.
a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, within the week for sure. And I mean, obviously, the diehard Happy Planner people in the planner community, they're probably still going to buy from the Happy Planner website. They're not going to want to wait even a couple of days. And they do want to usually take advantage of whatever like points they have or whatever discount the Happy Planner has. Usually they have some
Mhm.
type of discount if you buy during the release. But for everybody else, for like the casual Happy Planner shoppers, it's great that the stuff is on Amazon because I'm not waiting for Happy Planners 2 week shipping if I don't have to. So, and if it's something I want bad enough and I need it quickly, I'm definitely just gonna get it on Amazon now. So I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And honestly, it probably all equals out. Like if you get it day of release from Happy Planner, it still takes a week and a half to get to you. You
I
probably
know.
can wait that week, see it on Amazon and get it in 2 days. It probably just balances itself
Yep.
out. But I don't know,
I
like you
think
said,
so.
like yeah, that it's a place. Like Happy Planner website ain't
Yeah.
going nowhere because the girls are
No.
still gonna buy from them.
Yeah, and then I think it's like the instant gratification of being able to buy it
Mhm.
right away, even if you can't get it
Yeah.
right away. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, with this model, you could definitely possibly buy it from Amazon and have it quicker than the people who bought it the day of from the Happy Planner website. So, I don't know. I don't know. Very, very. I mean, they're they've been trying to reach a wider audience for a couple years now. Having stuff
Mhm.
instantly on Amazon is definitely a good way to do that.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. That's a reminder.
Mhm.
Y'all see the way this company is going. So
Mhm.
we can stop treating them as if they are besties.
It's a
Clearly they're
company.
not. It's a business.
It's a business.
Y'all gotta chill with that. It's a
Mhm.
business. That mean they can pay you for your content, but
Well, that's true. They definitely shouldn't still be paying people in consideration and they're like fully on Amazon, but I digress. I digress. We're just gonna ring
next
that bell
topic.
until
Yeah.
yeah. EC did their monthly planner release. I don't know if the monthly planner has it always been available in 8.5 by 11 as well, and I just missed it, or is this the first year that it's available in 8.5 by 11 also?
That I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Somebody had to chime in and let us know because
Mhm.
I I am going to say that it has always been that way because I am going to be highly upset if they made 8 by 10 an edition and not A5.
I think that's exactly what happened. I'm sorry, I do. I do
I'm
not think
so
it has
upset.
always been that way. I think if they did it, they must have just done it within the past year or two. You know what I'm saying? It could not have been something they have always done, and we just totally just went over our heads. But yeah, having it at 8.5 by 11 before A5 is pretty crazy to me as well. Especially when EC is doing their own printing. They have the A5 paper. They have the A5 on coils. Literally all they have to do is just not put the weekly layouts in the planner and just put more notes pages and you will have a monthly planner. So I don't know what's missing. Maybe the A5 size planners are not doing as well as other stuff by comparison, but I just can't
Yeah,
see
that's why. Yeah.
who is going for an 8.5 by 11 monthly planner over a A5. Like, do people really need one that big? I mean, I guess maybe, but I don't know. A5 just seems just like a no-brainer to me now. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe A5 isn't as popular
Yeah.
as we think it is, or I guess as I think it is, since I think it's the best thing since sliced bread. But
Yes.
I I know it just seems like a natural progression to have that. And I was so bummed out. I was really looking forward to, especially with us having that Inspire as the
Mhm.
colorful, because usually they just do the
Oh,
monthly and that colorful layout. I was
yes.
so looking forward to it being A5, and it just wasn't it. But I mean,
I
I guess
know.
maybe it just simply comes down to, they don't see the benefit, because this is another situation where A5 was like Canvas or something like that didn't come in A5,
Yeah, the
correct?
canvas isn't
Yeah,
in
so
the isn't on the spiral daily duo A5. You can only get it in the inserts.
yeah, so
Mhm.
I don't know, maybe it's just not as popular as we thought.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that's something that we forget too, that like EC is also another company that has a
Mhm.
lot of reach and a big customer
Yeah.
base that is not in the planner community. And I think like if you're going with people who are not in the planner community, they do probably go a lot for those 8.5 by 11 typical
Yeah.
paper size planners. And I can see it being more successful in that aspect. But even if they did just like a limited run of, the A5 size stuff for us in the planner community who would absolutely just die over that, please, please, I would love the A5
We're begging for
monthly.
it.
Please. Like, I
That
don't
would be
want to have to
so
make it.
cool.
Y'all know I'm not great at deconstructing a planner. I truly just don't do that. I avoid it like the plague if I can. And I don't want to have to do that. Also, the monthly planners have a new great dashboard layout that's different
Mhm.
from the dashboard layout that is in the weekly planners, and it's on a different page. I think it's on the page like this, like directly connected to the calendar pages or whatever. So yeah, I love it. I really want to try that out. I don't know if I'm gonna get a monthly planner, but I would for sure be getting one if it was an A5. So
Yeah, it would be a
yeah.
no-brainer for me to get one, but yeah, now
Mhm.
it's just questionable right now because I don't
Mhm.
know. But like you said, like to the typical people, like 8 by 11, that's what they're used to. That's
Mhm.
printer paper size. So to them, that's normal. Where for us, it's like that is so huge. And they're probably
Yep.
looking at A5 like that's too tiny. I can't do anything with it.
Yep,
So
exactly, exactly. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, I definitely, we always say EC is a company that loves feedback. They do listen to our feedback a lot. I think there was a super big outcry this year over not having
mhm.
Canvas available on the Spiral A5 Daily Duo layout. So I think that is definitely just something that's going to change next year, and I definitely think we need to be loud and vocal about wanting an A5 monthly fill out those surveys that they come out with during the year and really get our voices heard so that we can get what we need. We just want all the cute planner things. So
Yeah,
please.
yeah, definitely take those surveys. Definitely give your feedback because
Hmm.
they do listen. But yeah, another reminder. It's a
Yep.
business. It probably just did not make business sense for them to create those. So, yeah.
100%. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. We did our IG live where our first IG live in a very long time where we talked about the last season of Surprise Box. We unboxed it live. Oh, so we don't have to go into it and rehash all that. The live is still there on the Planners and Wine Instagram page if y'all want to check it out. But I
Mhm.
did just kind of want to just touch on briefly the disappointment in the box. I don't know how else to say it.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, we were pretty disappointed in the box overall. It had a couple of good items, but it just didn't feel like it met the $80 value or even
Mhm.
really came close to it. And then for it to be the last seasonal surprise box, I think that definitely added to the disappointment of it. So I don't know. They still haven't announced what might be replacing it, but I'm very interested to see if it got anything to do with a surprise. I'm absolutely not purchasing it. Like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to just be
Mm-mm.
known just overall what the context contents are. And I think maybe they are seeing it. That's why they're like rebranding it or, changing it up
Yes.
or whatever the new surprise is. I just think in general people are not really feeling, not knowing what they're buying. Like a lot more people
Mm-hmm.
just overall are trying to be more intentional with their purchase, have things be a lot more functional. Speaking of functional, have you used anything in that box?
Mm-mm. No, I haven't. Damn. Put
Reason?
me on
Eh,
blast. Put
no,
me on
not
blast.
you. Just saying that's the
Ah!
point. That's
I
the
think that
point.
is the
Like we don't
point.
want to spend
Yeah.
$40 and be like, I'm not going to use anything in this.
Yeah,
I
because
haven't used
honestly,
anything in it.
even the good things in the box, which I think were the notebook, the stencil, and the markers, are things that we probably have for some other iteration of. Like, we got a million notebooks, we have a million sets of markers just like that. We have
Mhm.
a million stencils. They might be slightly different, but so it wasn't really just anything groundbreaking. Even the best things of the box were just nothing that was groundbreaking, and that was disappointing as well. So, yeah.
Yeah. I tried to I compared I was gonna say click art, the markers that were in
Mhm,
there with the click art.
mhm,
And even that, it's like I like the click art better because it's like a point
mm,
six, and these are like a 1.0, so they're a little bit thicker. But
yeah,
But like you said, the stuff that was in there isn't really something that we don't already have, you
Exactly.
know? So,
Yep. And that
but
was the best
yeah.
stuff. And that was the
That
best
was
of it.
yeah.
So, and it's like we're not, expecting EC or any company to like change our lives with the products, but it's just like
Mhm.
you're paying $40 for a box and you don't know what you're getting in it. It just needs to be something that's gonna kind of wow you. At least one or two things that are gonna
Yeah.
wow you. And then other kind of run-of-the-mill stuff is okay. But when everything is like, more sticky notes, we have a million sticky notes, more stickers, we have a million stickers, when everything is just things that we already have, it's just not up to par. So I hope whatever they do is going to be like truly different, truly innovative, and truly like finding some things that are not already out there. I think taking popular planner items and just sticking them in a box when we already have them, if they're popular, is just not the way to go. It's just not the way to go at all. So
Nope. Nope, nope, nope.
yeah.
Um, yeah, we'll be definitely talking about it once we get more information about the next box. I'm assuming they're just gonna let us know around the fall time, but we'll
Mm-hmm.
see.
We'll see. We will see.
This
Like
wasn't
I
it
said,
though.
if it's a surprise, it's not for us. So,
Yeah, I think I'm done with the
mm-mm.
surprise things. And we did it because it
Mhm.
was the last one and nostalgia since that's the last live we did too. So it was cool for
Mhm.
that. It was nice to be back on IG Live. We learned some things on there and
Mhm.
hopefully we could do more lives in the future, just in general, not like surprise box live, but yeah.
No, yeah, that was the last one. Because
Ever.
it was just
Ever.
yeah. It's just bad. Like the fact that we did two lives over the same box from the same company 3 years apart, and the content was largely the same.
Mhm.
Disappointment. Disappointment. So
Yeah.
it's just not for us. It's just not for us. And I think that EC can do some really cool, really amazing things. They have done some really cool, really amazing things. I think you suggested this when we were on the live, Myra, like having boxes that are in like their yearly themes, like having an Inspire box, having a Canvas
Mm.
box, having a Wildfire box that has things that match that aesthetic would be so cool. It would be really, really cool. So yeah. I think it could be better, but take the surprise element off and just try to be more innovative with it. And I think we might be cooking with grease. We might be cooking with grease.
Well, best of luck with that. I just hope
Best
it
of
gets
luck.
better.
Me
Yeah.
too. Me too. Me too. The last thing I want to talk about is something we were kind of touching on a little bit before we started recording today. Is pivoting in the planner world and why there is so much resistance to people pivoting, particularly in the planning world. I feel like we see so many people try to do things that don't work for them, or they see other people doing stuff so they try to do it and it's not what they thought it was going to be, and instead of like pivoting and doing something else, we see a lot of doubling down. Like, why do you
Mhm.
think that is?
It's easier. It's easier to stay in the comfort zone. It's easier to blame something else. Um,
Mhm.
and then the thing with pivoting, like it could have been working for you in the beginning,
Yeah.
like what you were doing before really could have been working with your business or with your content, whatever it is. And then you get to some point where you start to see things, trickle down and not doing as well. And, things, product is moving slower. People aren't
Yeah.
liking as much. And it's easier to be like, oh, the algorithm. It's easier to be like,
Mhm.
oh, it's AI, instead of being like,
Mhm.
okay, let me look inside of myself and see, like, is it a trend that's,
Mhm.
dissipating? Is it, something just new within the community overall that's moving? And maybe I need
Mhm.
to, switch that. Like it's hard to look at yourself and be like, maybe it's me, maybe it's something that I'm doing, but it's
Yeah.
easy to blame it on something else. I think that's
Mm.
that's the reason why, or not reason why, that's what I believe the reason why a lot of people just double
Mhm.
down and be like, it worked for me before, so it should still be working. And that's just not life.
Yeah.
Life is all about, ebbs and flows and pivoting.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point. I definitely think when people find some success in something at one point, and that makes them really resistant to ever move away from that, even if they don't find that success anymore, they're like, well, if I just keep doing it, it'll eventually be successful again. And it's
Mhm.
like, no, sometimes that's definitely just a sign that you need to do something else. And that's totally okay. Like, that doesn't mean you have to go do jump out the window and do something completely out of your comfort
Yeah.
zone. You can still find
Yeah.
something within your comfort zone and just pivot. And a lot of pivots do come naturally. Like we had kind of talked about, our show has kind of pivoted and evolved naturally. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, social
Mhm.
justice is still a focus and something that we care a lot about, but it's not the whole show. Planning is not the whole
Yeah.
show anymore. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? We just kind of naturally pivoted and evolved as our lives and as the things that we just became interested in has evolved. And that doesn't mean that we never have anything to talk about with social justice or we never have anything to talk about with planning. That's always going to
Yeah.
be a framework of the show. It's never going to be the whole show again unless our lives naturally go back to that place again. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay to do that. And I feel like you have more success when you kind of just ride the wave than resisting it all the time. And we just see so much resistance to everything new and different in the planner community. I mean, reels, AI,
Mhm.
anything that you can think of, the planner community
Mhm.
is like, hell no, I don't want to do it. I'm not changing. And this sucks that it's not working for me. And it's everybody else's fault when you could just either don't care that it doesn't work for you anymore or ride the wave and find something that does work, you know?
Yeah. It's so weird because I think, like, as a community, we're all like, we want change, we want different things, da da da.
Hmm.
But in execution, like, and it's human nature. Humans don't like to really
Yeah.
change, naturally. But yeah, but in
Mhm.
execution, a lot of people don't want to actually lean into that change. And like you said, it's not like, I think when people like hear pivot or hear like do something different, they think you got to go from planning to skateboarding or something like that, like something so
Yeah.
ridiculously the
Mhm.
opposite, and it's like, no,
Yeah.
it's like, maybe folks aren't doing full-blown kits anymore. Offer
Yeah.
some bujo, offer some journaling.
Yeah.
Maybe
Mhm.
folks just don't want to see a before the pen. Offer
Yeah.
something else, like,
Right.
it's and see, like, it's all about trial and error, and then the thing with social media, it rapidly changes, and
Mhm.
it's just so disappointing to see a lot of folks within the community, creator shop, whatever, still
Mhm.
want it to be this 2016 planner community. It is 2023.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just in general, like the IG in 2016 is not IG in 2023,
Mm-mm.
and YouTube
Mhm.
is not that, TikTok, whatever.
Right.
All the stuff around you is pivoting, but you want it to just be the same. Like, that's just,
Yeah.
it's not realistic in this
Mhm.
realm of technology, in this realm of social media. Like, it changes. Even 2022 Instagram isn't the same as 2023. It
Right.
changes so quickly. So I
Right.
just don't understand like the resistance to
Yeah.
not pivot. Like, I
Yeah.
can't
Or
relate.
my thing is, if you don't want to change and if you don't want to pivot, then and if you want to just make whatever you want to make how you've been making it, you can do that, but then don't be mad when Instagram isn't pushing your content the way they're pushing other
Mhm.
things, or if people or your audience isn't responding to your content the way they're responding to other things because they want to see something new and innovative. If you don't want to do that, then don't do it, but also just don't care when when people don't respond to it the way you want, because you
Mhm.
can't have it both ways. Either make what you want to make, put it out there in the world, and just let it go at that point, or ride the wave and change and evolve. Like, you have to decide, like, what's more important to you. Is it, staying true to what you've been doing and what you personally like to do, or is it appealing to your audience? Because sometimes it's hard and sometimes it's impossible to do both, or you can find ways to do both, but you have to be willing to look for ways to do both, and that still requires some type of change and a pivot. So mm, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's wild. That is
Yeah.
wild.
I think it's nuance. We talk about, like,
Mhm.
that could be the subtitle of this whole podcast. Like, a lot of the stuff is
Mhm.
nuance, and I feel like a lot of people don't want to look at that nuance. They just want a black and white answer to why something
Mhm.
isn't working for them anymore. And
Yeah.
It's a plethora of factors. That's why pivoting
Mhm.
is so important, and you have to be willing to do it because everything has this nuance in it. It's not just black and white. It's
Yep.
not just the algorithm.
Mhm.
It's not AI. It's not just that. Like,
Yeah.
are you responding to comments? Are you engaging
Mhm.
with your community? Are you doing something different? Are
Mhm.
you providing something that people can't get anywhere else?
Yeah.
If the answer to that is no, this is more than likely is you. I mean, just to
Yeah.
give it to you straight,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
That's why pivoting is so important and being able to look within because it's probably just you
Mm.
instead of the magical algorithm or whatever. It's you, girl. I'm
I
sorry.
mean, the algorithm don't work for nobody. Let's be for real.
The
Okay? So
algorithm
it's like,
don't work for
but
Adam
some
ass.
okay, but
Nobody. It
but
works for itself.
people exactly, but people are still able to find success and find engagement and have their audience find their content easily. So it's yeah, you
Mhm.
can't just blame one thing on something not being successful. Usually there are just so many factors, but I like you said, what we see a lot in the planner community is people's just resistance to changing and evolving and wanting the community to be what it was 6, 7, 8 years ago, and that's just never going to happen again. So you got to figure out like, what do you want? What do you want out of your online presence? What do you want out of your shop's online presence? You have to figure it out. And sometimes if you don't want anything, then do you don't change,
Yeah.
do whatever you want to do, but you got to be okay with the consequences that come with that also. So I don't
Yeah,
know,
for sure.
interesting.
Yeah. And
Very,
not to
very
be like
interesting thing.
the changes and stuff isn't frustrating. It is. I totally get that
100%.
point of it from a
Mhm.
creative standpoint, but I mean it's kind of the
Mhm.
name of the game. If you want to
Mhm.
stay in the game, or if you just, what they all like to say, this is just for fun. It's just for
Mhm.
fun. Just let it be fun. Don't worry
Let
about
it
that.
be
Why are you even
fun.
worried about any of that?
I
Yeah.
know, because it sounds like you're not keeping it fun. If you so pressed
Mm-mm.
about who's not
You should
seeing,
not
who's
even
not
care about
engaging.
any analytics,
Yeah,
any sales, any of that if
I
it's just for
know.
fun.
100%. Yep, that's true. That is very true.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, on that note, this has been an episode. We have just been all over, talked about our anniversary, talking about planner
Yeah.
stuff, talking about the planner community. I feel like this episode has just been this is such a great example of the nuance that we bring to this planner
Mhm.
community and this podcasting space. And it's just ever changing and evolving. And we're just so happy to have you guys here and a part of our journey. And of all the people I thanked earlier, I definitely did not thank our amazing producer, J Bay, for everything that he has brought to our podcast. He is
Yes, for
definitely a
sure.
new addition to the podcast. He has come in this era of year 3 of Planners and Wine, and I just don't
Mhm.
know where we would be without him. So, J-Bay, we are so grateful for you. Love you.
Aw,
Yes, absolutely.
shucks. Y'all live the life of it. I'm just a background guy.
We love you. We need you.
I love
You're the
y'all.
heartbeat. You're the heartbeat of the
Yeah,
show. Okay.
yeah. It definitely a part of the evolution, and again,
Hmm.
super excited to, have J-Bay on board and to see where the next progression is going to be. Because yeah, definitely a
Yes.
part of why we are here today in year
Absolutely.
3.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yep. Absolutely.
yeah.
I love it. I love it. And
I
guys,
didn't
it's
want it to get mushy at the end.
I always got to bring it back.
Yeah.
I always gotta bring it back. But yeah, guys, right now is definitely a great time to check out our Patreon. Our June bonus episode will be coming out soon. And we had
Mhm,
this very special guest of J Bay and our bestie, his husband Danny, as guests
mhm.
on our bonus episode. And we talked.
We was lit.
We
Mhm.
talked, yes. We
It's a good
talked
episode.
about, yes, AI and sticker shops. We talked about book talk and we talked about performative activism during Pride Month. Such a great episode. And no matter when you
Mhm.
join the Patreon, you will have access to that episode because patrons
Yep.
get access to everything that we have done in the past. And that is
Mhm.
one you do not want to miss. It was so great. So, so great. So thank you again for that, J Bay. Make sure you tell Danny we said thank you as well. Y'all are the
Yes.
I'll
best.
pass it along.
Yes.
Yes.
In the next room, he's gonna be like, Danny, they said thank you.
Love it.
I love it. But yeah, guys, that's another week of Planners and Wine. Once again, we're so grateful to be celebrating 3 years of podcasting with you guys, and we cannot wait until many, many more. Happy birthday again to Myra. Make sure y'all give her
Yay.
all the love on Instagram
I'm
and in
sure they
these planner
will.
streets. And yeah, we will talk to y'all soon.
Bye, guys.